Next at 6, questions are growing over the U.S. role in Venezuela tonight now that President Nicolas Maduro was captured during a surprise U.S. military raid. And today, loved ones joined to remember us and celebrate the life of a Lake County teen shot and killed last month.
And a cloudy end to the holiday break across Central Florida, tracking more sunshine on the way, and the latest on our next storm system arriving in Central Florida.
This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 6. Coverage you can count on.
Loved ones are gathering now to remember a teen, and police are still looking for 2 suspects. Happening right now, a community is coming together to remember Juan Gomez, shot and killed back on December 14th. Good evening, everyone. I'm Q McCrae. Now, Leesburg teen, he was just 18 years old, and police say he was sitting in his mother's SUV at Berry Park when he was shot. Right now, investigators are still looking for 2 17-year-olds who they say they want to talk to. Their names are James Fenderson and DeAndre Wright. And Channel 9's JJ Burton joins us now from that vigil in Eustis. And JJ, you spoke to family members there. They tell you they want justice.
Yeah, they say that's the one thing that will make something out of this, or give them some type of closure. Again, that won't take away the pain from losing Juan Gomez, or Junie as they would call him.
Let's hope law enforcement gets the tips they need. Thank you, JJ. Well, developing right now, tomorrow actually marks the end of the busy holiday travel season across the country. Here at home, Orlando International is bracing for a massive crowd, expecting nearly 200,000 people to pass through its terminals today alone. But the rush isn't over yet. Officials expect another 185,000 travelers tomorrow. If you are heading to the gate, pack your patience. We are already seeing 300 delays right now over at MCO. Well, it's been cloudy. We've also had some rain this weekend here in Central Florida. So let's get right over to certified meteorologist David Heckert in Severe Weather Center 9.
Yeah, Q, no rain today out there, but it definitely was cloudy, kind of partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. And skies actually beginning to clear out here as we get through the 6 o'clock hour, looking live over the north side of downtown Orlando. Cloud cover also kept temperatures down as well. We're currently in the mid-60s out at OIA, a steady northerly wind at around 12 miles an hour. And other temperatures across Central Florida, kind of jacket weather this evening into the 50s and 60s. Only 57 in Ocala, 64 in Kissimmee, 63 in Melbourne, and 61 the current temperature over in New Smyrna. Early warning Doppler 9, nice and quiet out there. There was a little bit of rain shower activity out here into parts of the Atlantic, but that's where it's going to stay for the rest of the evening hours. So delaying this evening, definitely going to be jacket weather if you're getting maybe to do a grocery run here tonight. 9 o'clock temperatures in the mid-50s, but notice the numbers just kind of plateau in the mid-50s as we head towards the daybreak hour. I'll be back. We'll track temperatures for you for your Monday and also the latest and what to expect for that first big day back to work to school for many that's coming up in about 10 minutes. Q.
All right, thank you, David. And as always, you can stay up to date on all their weather needs in your area by downloading our free weather app in the Apple App Store and in Google Play. All right, well, developing at 6 tonight, there are huge questions about the U.S. role in Venezuela's future, and this comes after a surprise U.S. military raid, which ended in the capture of President Nicolas Maduro. And as Matt Rivers reports, some are now pointing out that the entire operation was carried out without Congress's approval. Meanwhile, Starlink says it will provide free internet to Venezuela for at least a month. People there can use the free broadband service until February 3rd. And this comes after internet service suddenly cut out in parts of Caracas yesterday. That's their capital, which data shows happened right as power went down during that early morning U.S. operation. Well, this afternoon, there was a special vigil for the future of Venezuela right here in Orlando on South John Young Parkway. And it was hosted by First Orlando Hispanic Church and La Casa de Venezuela. Event organizers say the goal was to foster hope, solidarity, and faith, as well as bring people together to call for peace in the future of Venezuela.
It's a beautiful service, of course, service to keep all the Venezuelan community in the United States together, giving thanks to God, of course, for what happened a couple days ago, and also asking for him for help for the next few days and months in Venezuela.
Organizers also told us another purpose for this vigil is to unite the Hispanic community here in Central Florida. And of course, we'll continue to follow the growing tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela. Channel 9 will bring you the latest developments on air and online at WFTV.com. Florida families who rely on SNAP benefits will soon see big changes at the grocery store. Starting on April 20th, you'll no longer be able to use your benefits to buy things like soda, energy drinks, or junk food. Florida is one of 17 states making this move. State leaders say the goal is to help families make healthier choices. Well, concerns about bird flu at Lake Eola are raising questions about how the city of Orlando notified the public. Crews cleaned the park and put up warning signs after neighbors started posting concerns online. Commissioner Patty Sheehan says the city was already moving on those steps while waiting for test results from the CDC. She says the plan is to stay cautious until those results are official. And Channel 9, we actually asked a bird flu expert from the Ohio State University if the city should have warned people sooner. He says they might have handled things differently if the flu was already spreading locally. But if this is a brand new outbreak, he says the city has to wait for positive test results before making a formal announcement.
Say initial detection in a different location. All right. The playbook just says we need to really make certain we know what that is before we start wheels in motion.
That was Dr. Andrew Bowman there. He says while the test will likely come back positive, we just don't know yet if people or pets are at risk or how high the danger might be. We'll keep you posted. All right, well, there are plenty of ways to build better money habits this year coming up. What experts say is the very first thing you should do to check out how things are going to be for you financially in 2026. And we'll be seeing some big changes to Link's bus schedule soon. Coming up, why people say they are pointing to blame at the Seminole County leaders and their changes to get rid of Links.
It's a breezy evening along our coastline. Live look currently out at Volusia County and Daytona Beach. You see the flags blowing in the breeze. I'll be back on a pinpoint here overnight. Lows across the area and some warmer weather on the way when the 80s return to parts of the area.
Sky Witness 9 on Channel 9 Eyewitness News, bringing you closer to the scene during live breaking news. Sponsored by Attorney Dan Newland.
Some big changes are on the way to Link's bus schedules right here in Central Florida. As Channel 9's Sabrina Majoria explains, some riders are upset about changes because of the decision made by Seminole County leaders. All right, now it's time to talk weather with certified meteorologist David Heckard in Severe Weather Center 9. It's been cloudy out there.
Yeah, cloudy day today. That really kept temperatures down behind our cold front. Sunshine, though, on the return. We'll pinpoint that for you. And also have the latest on when some big-time warmth gets going across Central Florida. That's coming up in 30 seconds.
This is Eric. When he got injured in a car accident, he called Morgan & Morgan. He not only gets a lawyer, he gets trial lawyers like Sam and Jessica who are in it to win it. He gets his own investigators with briefcases, leather ones. And if you ever have questions, our customer service folks keep things rolling. Injured? We're your army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Well, as we talked about yesterday, we thought we were going to have a lot of cloud cover across the area, and that's exactly what happened. Mostly cloudy skies throughout much of the day. Some clearing just as the sun went down out there, and that's going to lead to mostly clear to partly cloudy skies, I think, as we head into the remainder of the evening hours. Live look outside downtown Orlando. Of course, the Christmas decorations beginning to come down in many neighborhoods here. It's been a nice, at least Sunday, rain-free to do that. 63 the current temperature now out at OIA with a northeasterly wind now at 9 miles an hour. So the frontal boundary has actually stalled out a little bit here, far southern zones back into parts of the Tampa Bay area, but it has opened the door here for these steady northeasterly winds. The front just kind of fizzles out as we head into the next couple of days, but I want you to notice this area of moisture out here in the parts of the Atlantic. We're gonna have a little bit of an onshore flow tomorrow, and I can't completely rule out an isolated shower lining up right in the Brevard beaches. Here's Future Trek at daybreak as meteorologist Cassandra Crimmy will join you for Eyewitness News this morning. You can see we're probably going to wake up to some low clouds and fog once again, and then notice the rain just kind of lurking off towards the east in the Atlantic waters. Our updated computer model keeps this just offshore, but again, if you live Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach, maybe even down towards Satellite Beach, I can't completely rule out an isolated shower. I've actually lowered the rain chances, though, to around 5%. So vast majority of us are going to stay dry, it looks like, tomorrow. And we'll probably see partly cloudy skies, at least in the morning time period. I think a little bit more dry air sneaks in as we head towards the afternoon. So this is not going to be a repeat performance of today out there. We will see more sunshine, and we're definitely going to see more warmth across the area, with a lot of us getting back into the mid and upper 70s. So out the door tomorrow for a lot of us. Return to work. For some of us, return to school. Definitely jacket, sweatshirt weather to start. Temperatures in the mid 50s, but by 11 a.m. numbers climbing into the mid 60s, and highs tomorrow across the area will be warmer. Still 69 though at Palm Coast. We get to 75 in Claremont, 76 in Orlando, and 76 the forecast high in Melbourne. And tomorrow likely ends up being the coolest day of the rest of the week. In fact, tomorrow we work our way back into the low 80s. On Tuesday, work our way back into the low 80s, and we're going to stay there all the way, it looks like, until we get towards the back end of the weekend. 7-day forecast weekend always in view. Again, a warm stretch of weather here and pretty dry as well. In fact, our next rain system does not arrive until Saturday, Sunday. Model's a little inconclusive on that, so we'll just go with a 20% rain chance both days. Temperatures a bit cooler by Sunday. Much more on the warmth across the area coming up tonight at 10 and 11.
For severe weather hits,
It's going to be a very long night. We're here around the clock to keep you safe.
wherever severe weather hits,
We are live in the heart of Tavares.
count on Severe Weather Team 9 to be live on the scene, taking you to the area most impacted
Water flowing down the streets.
to keep you informed during
These road conditions are getting worse.
and after the storm
Definitely conditions improving.
on any device, any time of day.
I hope people are listening to those warnings.
Count on Severe Weather Team 9. Watch Eyewitness News from any device with Eyewitness News live stream. Sponsored by Bogan Munns & Munns. No gimmicks, just results.
This sports segment is sponsored by Southeast Steel, where you get the best deal.
The AFC South comes down to the final game of the regular season at 12-4. Jacksonville just needs a win over Tennessee to win the division. But if they lose and Houston beats Indy, the Texans capture the South. Lots on the line today in Duval County. Q, back to you.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you at home for watching Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 6. We'll be back tonight at 10 and 11. You can get updates between newscasts by visiting our website, WFTV.com. And as always, don't forget to download our apps, too. We have the WFTV News app and the WFTD Weather app. They're both available right now in the Apple App Store and on Google Play. We'll see you tonight.
Central Florida's Chief Meteorologist, Tom Terry, on Channel 9.